What's good, agents? Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super card game Fusion World. We are able to pick up one of each starter deck, so we're going to be cracking open each of those on stream today. So by each starter deck, we have the blue Vegeta, yellow Frieza, green Broly, and then red Goku. I do have two of each, but we're only going to open one of each of them. Crack them open, talk about our thoughts briefly on each one. If anybody wants to play, make sure you join our Discord server. The link is in the description box below. We'll be running games. Of course, the digital version is set for February 29th, so we'll be playing that as well. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do. I guess when they do like the anniversary of the game, since it's a leap year, I guess it'll just be on February 28th instead. That's a whole other problem for another time, I guess. Not even really problem, but just humorous thing to consider. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump straight into cracking open this product. Alright, y'all, here we are with our 4 starter decks. We're gonna start off with Broly because it's my least favorite. Well, Frieza might be. Frieza is arguably the best, arguably out of the box, but we're gonna go ahead and crack over Mr. Broly here. Y'all know Frieza. Frieza may be making me mad as a character, which is his whole thing. But yeah, that's another topic for another time. All right, so here's the Broly deck. So when you get one of these, you get the little playmat here, which also has the rules, I believe, and the phases and all that on the back side. And then you get the actual playmat here, the paper mat. Lists everything out, gives you kind of like the different steps and all that, which is always good, especially for when you're first starting out. Just move that out the way. Then we have the deck here, which is in its nice little plastic sleeve. Then, of course, in the back, you guys are going to have your cards, your digital code. That's what this is going to be. If you guys redeem it before I do, cool. You might be able to get a free starter deck out of it. And then we get our bonus packs, which I'm not entirely sure what's in these. 1 card per pack. So we'll crack it open and we'll find out. But let's go ahead. I guess I can just prepare to throw this stuff out. So we'll just put this on the side here in our trusty little trash bag. All right. So we got Broly here. Let's see if I can find the little crease thing. There it is. Okay. If I could get it open, that'd be great. I swear. I always struggle with these things. All right. So you have your Broly leader here. This man, 25k leader, which is insane. The foiling on that looks really cool. He's activate main once preparing, place one of your energy in the drop, draw 1 card. Then he gets 5k, so he can go up to 30k on your turn, which is insane. And with all the ramp that green does, you'll be able to get back the energy you pop and still be able to net 1. Not necessarily per turn, but you can still net 1 as there's cards to pull some things back into your energy. Then you got regular old scrawny Broly, even though he's pretty beefy. So he's just a draw 1 and is awakened 4 or less life. You just add cards, add 1 card from your life to your energy in rest mode. Then you flip him over and get into big boy Broly. All right, so we have Turles. We have Broly. This is like the big boss monster Broly of the deck. 45k power. On play, he draws you a card. Then you choose one of your opponent's battle cards. Generally, battle cards just KO it. Then you switch this guy to active mode when attacking. I will say with Fusion World, it's one of my favorite things. Is y'all know I also play Digimon, and just having so you got your crit boys here, having the when attacking on play, keyword skills and all that kind of stuff makes it so much easier to tell what is what. Nappa. So this is really kind of like a Saiyan themed, Broly themed thing. You got Nappa in here. Of course, you got Paragus, who is essentially one of your searchers, if I remember correctly. If your leader is Broly and you have you can search for 1 Shimoian. Shimoian? Yeah, I think it's a Paragus. There's a lot of 4-ups in here. So really, you could buy like 1 copy of the deck and then just buy singles, but then you have your critical Vegetas. I swear, crit in Fusion World, I feel like it's going to be so much more important than like it's ever been, honestly. You got King Vegeta. It's actually weird seeing 7 cost super combos, but that is what it is. And the super combo's auto is only on your opponent's turn. It's just some things to get used to for those of us who play Masters. Moa. So green's looking real good this I guess format or for the start of the game, but specifically with what you get in the first set with the green Gohan deck. Gigantic Meteor, these are extras. You have Destructive Strength. And then you have your energy marker. Cool. And then there's the redeem code. One of these, yeah, so Destructive Strength, which would be good pretty much in any green deck, is basically a ramp. Add one card from the top of your deck to your energy. We love ramping, so that will be insanely helpful, I think. And then you've got Gigantic Meteor. Choose one leader. Gives it 15k for the battle. Then if you have 6 or more energy, it gains 10k for the... God dang. So yeah, you can give your... somebody really up to 25k power, which is insane. Yeah. All right. So that's the Broly cards. We're really going to be kind of keeping this short and sweet and kind of moving through everything. And then let's go ahead and crack open the bonus pack, which again, like I said, I'm not really too sure what's in these. It looks like this is just a foil version of Paragus, because I'm pretty sure that the one that we have is not foil. So that's cool. All right. Let's get ready to open another box here. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and open up Frieza next. I also went ahead and zoomed in the camera here a little bit just to make this a little easier, better for you guys to see. And that way we don't have to do all the extra movement there. All right, so let's crack open Frieza. Frieza is a deck that I was able to get off of someone at Nats this past, what was that, January? So that was really cool. But, of course, I had to pick up another one. Because I think I might build Cooler. Whether Cooler is going to be good or not is, I've heard, no. But it's Cooler, so, you know, we got to build it. All right, so we have a playmat. Don't need to open that up again. Then we have our special pack here. And then we have the actual deck. Let's go ahead and get that open. Okay, so starting off, you have Frieza, leader side. When attacking, you draw 1. End of turn, choose up to 2 of your battle cards and switch them to active mode, which is amazing because this deck is full of blockers. So you'll basically be able to go into all of your opponent's turns with a blocker or 2, which is really, really nice. Then his front side here, you draw 1 when attacking, and then you awaken when you have 4 less life. So super simple. You have Golden Frieza, big old double striker. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, and it can't switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn, which is really nice, especially kind of like in the mirror as well. You have your King Colds, pretty nice. Your 2 foils here. And then we got Kui, blocker. Then when he's KO'd, you draw a card. You have Zarbon, another blocker. On play, add 1 card from your life to your hand. Shisami, 30k. These big numbers, too, on some of these bodies, for those of us who play Masters, it's like going to take a little bit of a mental shift to get used to the change in attack power on these guys, but then also the combo power. Everything being basically free to combo. You're not comboing and paying 1 energy for the 10Ks. Which is what you would do in Masters. So when they're not a super combo like this, which gives you 20k on your opponent's turn. So super combos are great defensively more so than offensively, which is just so much different than Masters, where they're really good either way around. On play, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, switch to rest mode. Typical yellow stuff. This plays very much like yellow does in the main game. Unlike Broly, which green doesn't really ramp like at all. That's really a blue thing. But here in Fusion World, your green stuff will ramp. So that's going to be like a really weird kind of like mental shift that a lot of us are going to have to make. It should be fun to see how that goes when you play both games. When attacking, you add 1 card from your life to your hand, then choose one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 3 or less and switch it to rest mode. It's just rest moding everything. Typical yellow. We have our 25k Frieza, our alien xenomorph looking Frieza. We got Lemo. Then we have our Golden Death Beams, where we get to KO opponent's battle card with a cost of 3 or less. Rest mode battle card. Okay. Then you have your Death Ball. Choose up to choose your leader or up to one of your battle cards. It gets 15k power for the battle. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 3 or less. Switch it to rest mode. Everything just goes to rest mode. That's Frieza. And eventually, I will put up some builds for different decks. I'm just now kind of like catching up with like what options we have and all that kind of stuff. But eventually, we'll get some builds up. As obviously, when Fusion World's digital version drops, we'll be making some content with that. So that will go up on the channel as well. All right. And then we have a Golden Frieza. Another one. Slightly different. So the artwork itself is the same. We just have a white board. So this is the SR. They're both SRs, but this is the full art. Yeah, the full art version. There you go. So that's cool. So the alt arts get different. They get a star next to them. Yeah, so I guess this is, yep, this is also a full art Paragus. So that's cool. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one. It will be Vegeta. So Vegeta and Goku, red and blue, right now are definitely something that I want to build up because they seem really cool. Not just because they're the like titular characters of the series. And Saiyans. So we have another playmat. We got our pack here. And then the deck. Okay, time to go through Vegeta. All right. So here he is, the Prince of all Saiyans. When attacking, you draw one, activate main. If you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, he gains 15k power for the turn, so that'll put him up to 35k. So he can actually compete with Broly, which is really cool. I mean, he exceeds Broly's power at that point. And then on his front side, it's just draw one when attacking, and then when your life is 4 or less, draw a card, flip him over. We got Gotenks on play. You got 7 or fewer. You can add a Goten and 1 Trunks Youth, both at the cost of 2 or less, from your drop to your hand. So we got 2 Gotenkses. Then we have Vegeta's here. He's got Double Strike on play. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with the energy cost of 4 or less. And bot deck it. Very much a blue thing. That you do that a lot in Masters. Blue loves the bot deck. Only blue is also really big into ramping in Masters. So now that I guess they're like taking that mechanic away from blue. I'm curious to see what else it's going to do besides spinning stuff back to the deck. What other mechanics we'll get when attacking. Seems like a lot of blue right now, at least for the starter deck, has to do with hand size and having fewer than 7 cards in order to get various buffs. So like with this guy here, you're going to choose one of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 2 or less, and return it to the hand when attacking, which is cool. And that will trigger before the blockers trigger. So against Frieza, we'll have to look and see how effective that's going to be. All right, if you have 7 or fewer, this guy gains on your turn 15k, putting him to a 35k body. That seems pretty gross. Trunks, he is your draw one. Another Trunks, you have 7 or fewer, he gets 10k, so it puts him to 25k. Then you can add 1 card from your life to your hand. Get that Awaken faster. Then we have Videl as your super combo. Then we have Piccolo's, 7 or fewer cards in hand. Add 1 extra card from your drop to your hand. That's a nice way to recycle the extras, because I believe Vegeta's extras are pretty good, if I recall correctly. Then you have your Bulmas, just where blockers in this game I feel like are going to be even more value, so much more value than they are in Masters right now, at least on paper. That's kind of what I perceive that to be, but I could be wrong. And then we have, oh no, I'm knocking cards over here. We have Gallic Gun, here we go. Use your leader, or up to one of your battle cards. It gets 15k power. And then if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, you draw 1. So that's cool. Final Flash. All right, if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, reduce the cost by 1, so it only costs you 1. Discard 1 card from your hand. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 5 or less, and bot deck it. That seems really good. And that's activate main though, not. Let's go ahead and see what we get out of this pack. We got a full art Son Goten. I almost said Gohan. That is clearly Goten. That looks pretty cool. All right. Just drop that there. All right, guys. The last deck will be Son Goku, the red deck. So let's go ahead and crack this one open. Hopefully, it's not edit hell for me, and I don't, struggle like a child to open up the cards here. Another 20k lead. Not everybody can be as gross as Broly. All right. I swear the foiling on these though looks really, really nice. It's super simple, super clean. Hey, look at that, guys. We didn't have to edit this out. We got it open on the first try. All right, so Goku. Let's take a look here. Saiyan Universe 7. So you attacking, you draw one, then choose up to one of your battle cards. It gets 5k power for the battle, and that is activate battle. So obviously you can do that on either player's turn. Then you have this front side leader here. You get to draw one on swing, and then it's 4 or less, draw one card, then flip it over. I'm really curious to see how the leaders will evolve in terms of their abilities over time. Then you have this guy here. He's got double strike. Then on play, you neg a battle card, 20k. Then you have this Gohan, which we love because he's freaking... Oh, no. Come on, camera. There we go, because he's crit. Oh, no. My camera doesn't want to do the stuff. All right, so when attacking, you get to neg somebody 10k. So that could be nice for getting rid of any weaker blockers. And, okay, on play. So, yeah, there's a lot of just negation or reduction of battle power, which is always good. Especially since it's like yellow for those of you guys who play Digimon. So you can just neg out your opponent's guys. Okay, permanent. This card gains 5k power on your turn. You can add one card from your life to your hand. And then you have your super combo here of Shin. You have your Android 17s here. He lets you, add one card from your life to your hand on play. And he's a 20k body. Android 18. Yeah, honestly, like I would still say, buying 2 starters if you can is a good idea. But if you also can just get singles of the 2 ofs, like it might be cheaper that way, honestly. I doubt you. I don't know what the prices look like online for the singles, but these damn starters are like $30 on TCG Player, at least right now at the time of recording. Beerus critical when he swings, you choose up to one of your battle cards, gets 5k, so you can buff another battle card. We love that. Frieza. Then we got Vegeta critical. Love these crit boys personally, especially with just the way that this game is set up compared to Masters. Okay, so Kamehameha, activate battle, choose your leader or a battle card. It gets 15k. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and neg it 5. Again, just negging. God Kamehameha here. For some reason, I thought this was activate battle for the longest time. It's clearly activate main. So you reduce the cost by 1. If you have no battle cards, then you choose one of your opponent's battle cards with 30k power or less and KO it. And yeah, that's that. All right. We got Whis. Nice. All right, guys. That'll basically do it for today. I tried to keep it nice and short. Just cracking open the different starter decks. I'll be making some more content about different builds and different games, showcasing all that kind of stuff, both here on YouTube and then, of course, streaming on Twitch. Really appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will see you in the next video. Have an awesome rest of your day. Peace.